I got a big smooch for you. Do you want to know something that's really gonna benefit this particular video? It's just kissing time. Chapter 17 is almost certainly just going to be a cutesy little date, which means that I can sit back, relax, and not give a shit. Because listen, I know it's very easy to look at all the stuff I make and go like, Safi is just a little art critic who thinks he's so smart. But to some extent, I'm kind of here for making the characters kiss. You know, I'm here for the ship. I'm here for the goofball whack job ideas. I'm here for things going absolutely bananas. I'm over here writing stories about like, hey, what if a 1920s goon gets himself isekai'd into the future-ish? You know, get a little crazy. Get a little crazy. Wear the belt a little looser today. But within that context, it always bothers me when like really easy mistakes and shit slips by. And I just get really mad. But we're now in just the ship zone, which means nothing too serious is gonna happen. Which you can just relax. I'm so relaxed. Are you? I woke up faster than normal this morning for some reason. What a really, you know, that's a really weak way to start your chapter. Start off with a nice sexy opening. My eyes are still closed. My eyes are still closed, but the cognitive gears is already turning as I reach a hand to my chest. My fingers collide with a rather bony sternum rather than a soft gator girl. Shouldn't you have noticed her weight on top of you first? My eyes flick open and find it indeed missing. I wonder I'm colder than normal. I'm a normal weighted blanket. Shouldn't he comment on the weighted blanket first? Like, it really feels like, again, you're doing the conclusion without the setup. That's not a joke. That's just a punchline. Christ, I'm actually being autistic if that's what woke me up. I mean, that'd be fucking hilarious if, like, again, that would be an autistic thing to say, like, man, my blanket. I sit up and stretch Can you really stretch languidly, though? Like, that's kind of the opposite of what a stretch is. Before standing as she went, checking my phone to see just about time to get ready for school. A light stirring in the kitchen prompts me to check there first. It's far too quiet to be... Oh, yeah, he's at home. Would it kill you to start this chapter off with... Is he at home? Oh, no, he's not. I forgot. I'm really confused right now. Oh, because he went home last night to make fucking pastrami or whatever. A light stirring in the kitchen prompts me to check there first. It's far too quiet to be Damien of any. Leaving I lock eyes as soon as around the countertop with the freezing motion as she sat up against the fridge. My Tupperware bowl is in her arms and she's picking out the salami. Oh my god, I love that! Fun fact, I used to pick out the little bits of ham out of the macaroni my mom used to make. I'd always pick out the little slices of ham. She would always put like these thin slices, but they would always come in cubes. Like they weren't properly spread apart yet, so I'd always like slowly peel them apart like I was taking apart a stack of bills. Her cheeks already stuffed with the bulk of the protein as she slowly places it on the mouth, looking me right in the eye. I guess. I'd ask if you like it. But, she just really likes the salami, I guess. Damn, cooking for carnivals is fucking impossible. And then you tried to ship them old vegetables. It was never gonna work. It's okay. The pasta's too soft. You're the freak that likes to eat pasta right out of the box. My pasta's perfect, you know, because the pasta tastes a bit more like bone. It's dry, it's barely flavorful. Hey, I made it perfectly al dente. You fuck off. Olivia smirked. It says remaining morsels. Then why am I not eating it? You just answered that. You're a freak. You freak. So I shake my head, true though it is. Would you at least take a bite of the pasta, since no one else is gonna get any salami? Honestly, I might as well get a butcher's cut to thank the pains of the three. Your rolls are right. Like with Inko, it's kind of implied that you cannot make a carnivore happy with anything other than just the entire cow. Don't bother cooking anything. Just give him a cow. That actually might be one of your better ideas. So what are you planning for our date? What date? Who said anything about it? I want to mention the date. I'm sweating that. You know, she could actually read my thoughts, right? Dumbass, you also talk in your sleep. Lies will witch. Be gone from my hat. Be gone, evil doggo. Damien startles me out of nowhere from behind. Ooh, Rogoon on the front deck. Count me in. Jesus, Damien. How are you so quiet when you want to be? No. Liv and I are going to go on a date. What, this has a really fancy name. Let me see if I can find it. No, it's not reduplication. Oh, I think this is the one. Yeah, here we go. Contrastive focus reduplication is a type of syntactic reduplication found in some languages. Doubling a language or phrase, such as do you like him, can indicate that the prototypical meaning of the repeated word or phrase is intended. I love it. It's so fucking great. Now you know that word too. You and I can both become a little smarter today. If we try our best, tomorrow we might just be good enough to pass the GED. Contrastive focus reduplication. You can impress your girlfriend with that. Wink. Not until me tells me what it. Wait. Well, that's awesome, man. Maybe Liz and I can go on friend-day while you do that. Your leader has a right, yeah. I love how he's like, Liz and I aren't dating. We're just friends. Nah, didn't he like a little while ago imply otherwise though? Not until he tells me what it is. Olivia butts in, a mouthful of salami. You know you look really gay with that much sausage in your mouth. Shut up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Olivia. Don't you think it'd be cool to keep it a surprise? No. Pretty please! No. Scout's honor, you'll like it! You a bro scout, I'll eat this entire bowl right now. Fuck! She called my bluff. I wilted that from the back of my neck. I didn't want to be a surprise, but fine! Pull up the convention page on my phone and walk over to Olivia to show her. She places my edition to the nearby counter and leans in for a better look. She scans the page for a while, using her finger to scroll down it. Slightly, that a devilish smirk spreads across her face. You know we're dressing up, right? Dude, you don't have the art budget for this part of the visual novel. You're gonna have to cut the whole convention if you insist on this. To hell we are? Was not part of my plan. I don't have the money for that kind of shit. Just to be blown out of the water by some man-child with an inexplicably fat wallet. It's like you go to a furry convention and the guy with the nicest, like, bougie brand art is like some fucking weirdo who works in IT. And you're like, man, I can't believe that's my boss. Olivia crosses her arms and turns her head up. I won't go. You're really gonna be like this? Yes. Oh, come on, it'll be more fun, I swear. I already know who will go as. She wraps her arms around my waist and places her chin. Where are you getting the costumes? Like, Olivia listen, hold on. Let me just pause you right there. Olivia doesn't strike me as a cosplayer because she's in a wheelchair, so she's already fighting the odds. But the reason that they made the dress, I'm pretty sure that was 99% Sophia taking care of it, and Olivia was just there to make it cute. Also, kind of weird to make a prom dress that special. Like, not even prom. It's like a random-ass formal. It's really weird. But I mostly imagine that Sophia did the work, and she was just there to help, you know, pull it together. She wraps her arms around my waist and places her chin flat against my stomach, peering up with those glistening silver eyes. Like a couple's costume? Guess that could be interesting. Oh, hell no, that's cringe. You also just get us the tickets and I'll get you the costume. Can I know who it's going to be? Nope, Mr. Secrets are better. This woman's a fiend. Oh no, she's being unfair. But you know what, Anna, you deserve getting smacked around a little bit. What the hell's going on over here? Randy wants to know where his salad went. Randy's voice booms through the kitchen from behind me. I slowly turn back, wonder what the hell he's talking about. His eyes are trained on me, and I look back at Olivia and see, oh god, she's on her knees and her arms wrapped around my waist very compromisingly. I mean, Damien's right, actually, it should be obvious there's nothing like that. Or at least start pushing Olivia off and turn to the side so there's nothing untoward happening again. Nothing, Mr. Randy, nothing at all. And honest live out on a mystery date. I feel like I'm gonna die of embarrassment at the misunderstanding when Randy barely left. About damn time! What? Well, so for now I figured out it was only right of you. The only right one of you would have to ask the other out officially. Though I owe soft since it was you. I do appreciate that. Really takes some of the edge off the situation, all things considered. We live in a modern age, man. Act like it. Randy laughs at that again, turning back to inform his wife, and I imagine pay up. Surprised either one would bet on me, actually. There we go. That works. That's good. That's good jabbing. I'm laughing. Olivia giggles at that before hobbling past me and getting into a chair and continue the morning routine. Just me and Damien now, and he's pouring himself a hearty bowl of whatever the fuck sugarless flakes the pains keep in supply. Because if it was sugar, he'd be dead from diabetes by now. Actually, how are dinosaurs with diabetes? Are they more susceptible to it because they're not used to eating plants which contain more sugar? Because I imagine if you're a meat eater, you get more out of proteins. Take my seat across them. Do they sell like pemmican? You know, like super dehydrated meats in like cornflake form? That's hilarious. I want that. Super bacon. Take a seat across from him, figuring out as good a time as any. You're telling me you got a sec? I got more than that, man. Right. I need to talk to you about Liz. Really? What about her, eh, man? Okay, how do I broach this subject? Well, it's, you know, you guys seem to be getting along pretty well, and... Yeah, man, she's cool. Like, pretty cool. I'm glad we're all amigos. Yeah, how do I do this? Do I have a right to? Come on, Anna, Liz deserves him to at least be aware. I mean, okay, but, I mean, like, what do you really think of her? Weird question, bro. But, you know, she's a really cool artist. She's crazy smart. Always helps me out to make sure I'm doing okay. So I'm writing a thing. I'm writing a lot of stuff. I'm getting a lot of ideas out of my head so they can go the fuck away. But one that I might actually stick to is Olivia. It mostly spawned out of me really wanting to write, like, a future ending when Inko getting his shit kicked in by Satan making a deal with a brain-dead Olivia. Because that's just a way to start your fucking fic, ain't it? But basically, Olivia goes back in time to the 90s. Actually, the 2003, I think, like 20 years before the actual game starts. And because, like, tablet technology isn't as far, Liz is not, like, a traditional artist at all. She's just an architectural designer who's like, yeah, man, I can't draw on paper. I just make too many mistakes, and I need my undo function, so I'm just doing the math. Anyway, I just thought that was a fun idea detail. And now that I got it out there, I won't finish it. You know how it goes. There's nothing more poisonous to writing than telling people about your ideas. You get the dopamine hit before you deserve it. She's a really cool artist. She's crazy smart and always helps me out to make sure I'm doing okay. And do you like... I like her at all? Of course, we're friends, aren't we? Damn me, mother... Do you like her? Oh, Anon. I thought you were more perceptive than that, man. What you talking about, Damien? What you talking about, Damien? He sits back and calls on with a follow. Of course I like Liz, man. She's awesome. For some reason, she bothers to stick with a loser like me. She's got stars in her eyes. But can't help but look back at me so we can go together. I'm floored. Is Damien actually aware of the situation? I know it seems like I just spin my wheels and go with the flow. I kind of do, but really, for the longest time, I just wanted to know that Olivia would be fine without me. I needed to know it. So yeah, Liz and I would do this dance back and forth glances. Or feelings said as jokes, with both of us knowing something was there. You're fucking with me, right? Never, bro. But I gotta thank you. You've done the impossible this year. I was so worried it'd all be a waste or something worse. But Olivia's never been happier than I've ever seen her. I'll always be there for you, too. But now I don't have to constantly hover and fret, so Liz will be happy, too. You're the one to thank. You're gonna be the best man, Anon! Woo! I mean, his rationale makes sense. Olivia's had a lot of people looking out for her over the years, but unlike Ben, Damien was there for her, even if it meant putting his own happiness on hold. That's selfless love, no doubt about it. I'm writing stuff to annoy people. With that, he stands up and holds both of his arms akimbo. Bro, hug! Come on, man! I'm still mentally reeling from the fact that Damien bore all that weight for these past 2 years. That really is an unstoppable force. So I can imagine what he'll do now that he has nothing to fear for Olivia's well-being. I mean, come on, hug me, brother. Damien yells in a falsetto at my hesitation. I can't help but laugh aloud at that and stand to reciprocate. He throws his arm around me like a vice and swings me back and forth and continues to laugh. I try my best to hug back, even if he squeezes the life out of me. Brother hug! I hear Vinny call out from behind us, even as my hearing is drowned out by the ringing knell of suffocation. In a flash, the young apprentice throws himself at us, and Damien loses grip to accommodate him. I don't know what to think. It really makes Damien looks kind of manic, which admittedly does fit the ending one thing where he is on the brink. Brother. I don't think I'd ever call anyone that, outside of the ironic doom posting with fellow losers online. But just to think of these two as my brothers, knowing that they love me and have my back. It's enough to bring a grown man to tears. Damien, stop! You're hurting A-Man! Oh, it's alright, just something in my eye. Yeah, bro. They're called tears. Fucking Damien, my brother from another breed. Doesn't work. Doesn't have the same rhyme as brother from another mother. My bully has been successful. Man, we're only a quarter in and I'm not even that mad. Ain't that great? Man, all it took was for this guy to stop pretending he can write good drama. Fantastic. School's just a formality at this point. Even with the midterms coming on, I can confidently say I'm in the best position of my entire academic career. As much as I gave him shit for this earlier, fair enough, you know, he's got his shit together. I imagine this is better than he's ever tried, because he's never tried. After school, however, Livia's recommended a painting of the fountain. Recommends a painting of the fountain. Once I finally tell her about the eulogy, she paints like a woman possessed, though she's not letting me see the damn thing, of course. Her mewling methodical brushstrokes from before replaced with purposeful bursts as she consults the hundreds of references I took for her. Whatever the stress gets to her, she consults that same wallpaper on her laptop. I'm sure to take her hand consolingly whenever I start ogling it. It usually gives me the courage to get back to it faster, I find. She's worried that it won't be accepted as part of the eulogy, which I said could be easily fixed by kicking Ben's ass on the spot. That brightens her dour mood, though I'm all but certain that it wouldn't be necessary. As for the blue parasol himself, Ben has been reclusive at worst and just plain busy at best. When he is able to attend photography, he's usually more than happy to help with my subpar understanding of terms, and though I am mixed in admitting it, he's helping me fill the void Yatakan left. He really does know his stuff. I've tried to gauge him a handful of times of what he's thinking and how he's processing everything, but he usually shoots any inquiries down as all being fine. Everything as it should be for now, Anon. No need to worry, Anon. Sorry, I'm full of soup. God damn it. Hold on, I need to... Hold on, I need to... Listen, it's very important to me. It's important. Okay. There we go. Can't help but feel he's only talking about the formal when he talks like that, but I don't press any harder. It's unlikely to help. In that same vein, though, Mia will be returning to school just before the new year. A fact I am not looking forward to. I sincerely hope that Ben has talked to her to get some kind of armistice in place. Else I'm afraid that what our next encounter will look like. A blood spatter Mia loaded into the back of a paddy wagon comes to mind, as much as I try to stay positive. Pushing those thoughts aside, however, it's hardly any wait until the day of my date with Olivia. She kept hyping up on what we'll be dressed at, but coyly refused to admit it. How does she find time between everything else? As I am a master at needling, I eventually wore her down enough to show me who she's making me go as on the day before about a day before the convention. You're kidding me, no fucking way. Yes, Ray. Come on, it totally fits! Couldn't I be someone else? Sure. You could go as Krillin. Oh, fuck no. Tien? Slightly more appealing, but I don't have the bod. Absolutely not. Well, those are the only 3 bald anime characters. That doesn't sound right. But I'm blanking on the contenders right now. Come on, it'll make me happy! Once he turns on the crocodile tails, I'm forced to accept. Fine, who are you going as? Not telling. Bitch! You know it! Regardless of my cosplay dread, the day of the convention arrives all the same. It's a Friday. God fucking damn it. I keep forgetting to set myself to... No! I'm full of soup! Leave me alone! Regardless of my cosplay dread. Also, I get it. This is supposed to be like dramatic irony in terms of whatever. It's a Friday, so after a quick pit stop at the Payne household to change, Liz is more than happy to give us a ride. That and Damien asked if she wanted to go mini-golfing with him, so while we did our thing. I think Liz almost pissed herself when he came right out and said, yeah, kind of like a date. Gosh. I had an idea in mind where, like, Anon shows up and him and Liz and him and Olivia start dating. Like basically, it starts off like Wani Kiss, and then at the big confession or whatever, at some point in that story, Olivia's like, "No, man, no, I'm not interested in you at all." Maybe she's queer, you know. Maybe she's just like, listen, Anon, I have been toying with a whole other that's like a bucket list of goofy ideas where like Olivia is, where everyone's a little bit different. Like Liz and Mia are friends, and Olivia is basically living up her art life. She's a big posh artist, and that might be a thing. Like she's like, no, Anon, I'm not gonna hang out with a loser like you. I have a reputation to keep. And he just sits there in the rain, and it's Liz that picks him up out. And like, yeah, Damien. I asked him like outright, and he's like, nah, man. Girls, ew, cooties. And it wasn't that got to Liz. It's the fact that like he talked like a fucking 7-year-old, unironically, and seemed to have no willingness to like he didn't even care about how Liz felt about it. Like that emotionally smart man just faded away to make a stupid cooties joke at a vulnerable moment. Ugh. So yeah, I've had a bunch of ideas. It's a lot of ideas, but not a lot of executions, because it's always so much. I really should just make a work or submission that is just like, here's all the scenes for things I had in mind that I never finished. I feel like I could get a lot of mileage out of that one. I don't even know if that's a good idea or not. I packaged whatever Temu shit tier cosplay Olivia got for me. I'm actually surprised at the quality. Still, I don't like the idea of dressing like a banana unironically. So realizing I'm just dragging this out. I'm doing this for her. I'm doing this for her. Doing this for her. Is he Saitama? On that note, I was gonna look something up. I know what I was gonna look up. Because I do like to write the big scenes first, you know. They just got that spark. I've had so many things for, like, male Fang and Mia. Ugh. I think I also had, like, a whole gender swap thing. Yeah, that was the male Fang and Mia thing. We got Nasira, we got Noah/Naomi. Benjamin is Mina. God, I have so many ideas, and I just can't work on them. I work on them a little bit, and then my brain goes, yep, we're done. Pen down. An idea for, like, using someone else for the Mia ship. Let's see. Oh, this is where the character has their big twist around. He rolls a procession to the stage, and while he should have been there, he wasn't. Halfway between sitting up and standing, between sitting down and standing up, his body froze. There was a snap. It was a snap of a finger. He doesn't belong here. Whenever you like them. This is basically my character realizing he doesn't fit in with. I think like Liz or someone else would have been up on stage, and he'd be like, "Fuck, I don't belong there." And then he's like with me, and he's like, "Do you have a boyfriend?" I do. And this would have been like, oh well, they're not really seeing each other. I do like the idea of like Ben is kind of blackmailing Mia. There's a story where that would have been like the big plot point, is where Mia's like, I think that would have been the one where Anon's like an eldritch monster. Anon's an eldritch monster, and Mia's like, no, we're not dating. Like Ben is dating me. Like he explicitly is blackmailing me into this. Like it's not that consensual as you think it is. Like he just considers it like a big point of pride and shit, which is why she's acting up the way she is. It's like her way of getting back at him, is making his life as tough as possible. What do I have written down? It's not a lot. I could work this out into like a big thing so it actually fits in a chapter, you know. But I would do that. Like if I'm gonna make a work in progress shit, I'll never finish stuff. Here's an idea board, I guess. It would almost certainly have little like this is the context for it. This is the idea that goes into it, etc., etc. I don't know who's saying what. That's the big problem with this. I have my phases, don't we all? Sure do. Sucks, don't it? Everyone is a protagonist with deep personal lives and rich motivations. But everyone else is an NPC who belongs in a box. A story of my life. Can't be gay without being a fag. Can't be emo without slit wrists. Can't be a prep without snorting coke. Everyone's self-sorting to avoid friction. Don't belong. Don't matter. I tried, you know. Make it work. But I'm God's little joke. Sat in church for hours, talked to my priest, and what did it get me? A lot of science and reassurance that it's God trial with. Fuck. Considering my problem, I guess God's a stork. Forgot what that joke was about. I forgot what that was fucking about. I think it was like someone's a baby. Like, you big old baby. Oh, cotton candy in the rain. I swear Livy's just like, oh no. Cotton candy crush in the rain. I didn't even write that much. It's just the idea. I mean, the one where it's like Anon and is an Eldritch monster, that one's a little more worked out. Damien moves to Caldera Bay and he makes out with Reed. That one's coming along, I guess. That one is coming along. Oh yeah, the junkyard date. I think that's the one I talked about. There we go. It's toughen up. Free. Let's read the whole bit. So slake my curiosity. What actually? So slake my curiosity. What exactly got you like this? All the car up, letting it slip underneath. Is it really murder if I drop it? Premeditated. Simply a matter of circumstances aligning. A slip of attention. That's manslaughter. Then again, with how much I'm thinking about it, it would be premeditated. There is a degree of, like, how much did you think about it? Like, in court and stuff like this? Hey, Ed, do you even know? Not really. I like to use genetics. I mean, I come from the Midwest. Maybe there's an eldritch cult over there. Unlucky. You can look like a normal-ass person and you can lift the car. Seems to me like you only got the upsides. Well, if I had all that. She hummed to herself, applying a wrench and cutters to the door. To a door. My lower down eyes observed her work. It was violent, direct, precise. Doctor taking organ donors and nothing else. Man, this needs a rewrite if I'm ever using it. The smell of rust crept through my tear ducts. The dust was spread at every snip of her tools. When she was done, she closely looked at a pair of plungers. Rubber shit. To answer your implied question, it's not that fun. Everything's hypersensitive. I can't be in a fucking room with more than 4 people before my ears start, my nose clogs, and any light brighter than a candle burns my eyes. Imagine all these condensed down to just 2. Well, just toughen up. If you're to take this curse if you're so eager. When you put it like that, I'm good. Such for being assholes. The fuck's up with you and Ben? Always got this vibe you're the odd couple, happily married. Why is he riding your ass? Well, Ben has these moments, shall we say, where he thinks I can be fixed or whatever. So he gets all nasty, threatening to undo all the covering up he's done and begins screaming about how I need to be better. Oh, I'd prove some kind of conspiracy here to blah blah. I swear the kid's insane. And you date him? Oh, the sex is good. I don't fuck crazy. My dad told me that. You're a giant monster. And I think fucking you was the worst idea. You're welcome? My brain seized. Well, that makes 2 people saying stupid shit, Mr. Ass Wiggler. Oh yeah, forgot about this. In the earlier section he mentions that whole, like, wiggle my ass. Where did he mention that again? Oh, yeah, they get with the blackmail. She's like, listen, I found out you're a big fat monster. Oh yeah, as for me, I'm helping you until you get a B. Any more people will catch on, you know. Don't forget it's Ben off my back. Ben? I don't care much for my grades, but he's a real busybody. Oh, here we go. Let's be clear. If you'll double back on this, I will kill you. One wrong wheel on my ass and a 10-ton car would juke the door for me. Did you have to phrase it like that, pervert? 3 trips. I do like that they negotiate this. Yeah, it's like, listen, if I don't get this now, you're just gonna move the goalposts? I'm coming along with you 3 times. I'm not spending a month of weekends sitting around while you pick through junk. Just a nice moment, because it's a little different add-on. Where was I? Where were we? I'm gonna end this anyway, so you can just fucking fuck off, man. Just get out of here if you don't want to deal with this. She stops and signals for me to do the same. The car had his hat buried in an avalanche of rusty bits and pieces. Behind it is a stack of cars, so they fell into literal pieces. Ugh, that needs a rewrite. I'm piecing twice. See, this is what I mean, right? It's like I check my work and I get rid of those repetitions and shit. That's why you draft and then you make it work. One's burying the car. Oof, you're really, really doubling your sentences there, Safi. What the fuck are you doing? The car she's examining is in good shape. It's out of the debris blanket. Blistering red paint shimmers under a thin film of dust. The smooth curves are almost sensual to take in. It screams for death or salvation. Anywhere but here. That's what you must hear, given how much time it takes her to examine the full details. Dig her out. No way I can use it. The insides are crushed, chewed, and broken, but the engine's got a lot of parts, so dig her out. Remove the engine when I say so, and if you break even a single fucking spark plug... I get it! Sheesh me, I have some trust! I already am, you monster. Do you know how trivial it would be for me to kill you? By accident? Of course I do, you giant idiot! Why the hell do you think I let you negotiate things down a notch? I consider leverage on both sides. Aha. The grinchy spots on the wing she threw my way both sent a chill down my spine. I shiver when I realized the stereotypical bully had gotten exactly what she wanted, while making me feel like I got off easy. Did Ben teach you that? Oh, Ben? Of course not. Ben's got the chops to make people like him. But if you sit him down long enough, he goes off track at some point and he's lost from then on. What the hell does that mean? I think that's the thing. I have to admit, this is kind of nice. I'm taking an insane prick, thank you very much. It's a later section. No, being big, stretching out, not worrying about being seen. For once I can actually relax. The fuck is this place anyway? It's an old car lot. Town you's got some fucked up ordinances. Just on shit. So the cheapest option is to ditch it out here. A couple of decades later and this is what you get. A whole lot of fancy car dumped here too. Who knows why? Guess that's trickled down for you. Huh? The fancy brands are fucking nuts. Oh yeah, I heard. Like I don't own a Ferrari or something. Close enough, ain't I? You gotta be you. And if you gotta be for some reason, just yell at Fred. I know him, he knows me, and you'll get a few hours when no one bothers you. Why would I want to be here? I don't know. Just steady yourself. Don't let me tell you what to do. Kind of like, again, Mia's kind of supposed to be a somewhat decent person in this moment. Like, hey, Anon, here's a place you can hide out and be yourself. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh yeah, the whole like talking to yourself also gets brought up. It's kind of a repeating issue though if you're very big, you know. And then this fucking section. You're dead yet? How mad would you be if my time with Mia was another misery? More confused. I didn't have a good time, just a bearable one. Kind of figured she'd go at me with a blowtorch. To be fair, she was probably busy with car shit. Like, you were a tool, not a person. The nurse was too nice for that. Whatever. I'm an asocial spaz. Cheers! By the way, since you're apparently an eldritch monster from beyond the stars that defies physics, does that mean you can eat raw meat? Because I imagine Randy would like that a lot. You can try it out, I guess. No chicken! Get a load of this loser, he's afraid of salmonella. Guts, get a load of this loser, he's afraid of salmonella. Included a picture of a rat, though his judgment of my terrorized response is unreadable. Poker-faced rodent. Oh, come on! Give me the back and forth, the jabbing. Dude, what the fuck is this character design? Utterly baffled. Consider me bamboozled. Bean-boozled, perhaps. So yeah, I write a lot of stuff, but I never finish it. That's the big problem, right? That's the big ol' problem. Maybe someday I should finish some of this garbage. That'd be nice. Anything else I would like to read before I get all distracted? Oh, yeah, the AB plot. Hell's Q line. Oh, I was gonna use Evelyn in that for once. Oh yeah, this one, Inko gets saved. What the fuck is wrong with you, Bambi? The faint accent made Inko feel like I was being extorted by a henchwoman. He ran up against the lockers, didn't know. Bambi! Did you see someone charging at you? You just stand there? I mean, He tried to formulate an answer, but that was admitting that she was right. Failing that, he came clean. Yeah, I guess so. And things kind of cool down. Since Liz is there, I kind of shrink down Liz's neck in my head a lot. Because I feel like it's enough if it's like about the length of her body. Maybe a torso or two, you know, it can kind of curl around but not do anything too fancy. Because it just becomes really weird when you get down to it, you know? It's like we're doing a fucking stream. I'm completely losing track of myself. Good job, Saffy Baffy. You're a bingus. You're fired. Get rid. Hold up. Hold up.